Hello, and welcome back to another Graphite Grind. Today, I am showcasing the drawing I did of Sue Lightning, aka the Spear Hunter, cosplay that she did of Lady. She did a cosplay of Lady a long time ago, and I drew, just what I thought my style would appropriately change over to the Sue Lightning look, and I thought it was okay. I practiced some pointillism I saw on Gunsmith Cats, and I thought, yeah, I need more work on that, but I figured I'd give it a try, and I thought it was pretty cool. It was just something that I was down with from a long time ago, and I figured I'd give it a shot. This was some years ago, maybe about 5 or 6 years ago, maybe something like that. Maybe less than that, but it was a while ago. And yeah, I just wanted to give something a shot. I really didn't have much of a reference except for one picture of Sue, and I thought it was pretty cool. Sue Lightning does cosplays on occasion, mostly. She does video game reviews, and she does sort of in-depth YouTube videos, and sort of just checking out the ins and outs that most people would not know of the video games and of the industry. And yeah, I was just into checking out what I could do, sort of like a drawing sort of tribute, I guess you could say. Just seeing if I could do something sort of in reference and semi-accurate, not even that accurate, but like if you saw it, you'd be like, hey, that's Lady. Maybe you wouldn't say, hey, that's Sue, but you definitely say, hey, that's Lady, So I tried something new. I did a lot of the pencils. I did no inks, I think, on this one. I think it was mostly just pencil, and I went over the lines in the computer. I'm working on some other projects that I need them to be a bit more long-lasting. So went and got some inks, and I'm definitely inking those projects. But with this, I was just like wondering, a lot of people use computer only, and I was wondering if I could make something that was mostly pencil and see what I could come up with. And yeah, this is what came about. I don't like coloring by hand because my hands aren't super steady, which is another reason why I don't like inking as much, but I do ink. It's just a slower process than what most people use. I don't like just like random spasms that like ruin the picture. And back in the day, that's what whiteout was for. That's what everybody used whiteout, just in case there was a little bit of error. You would see like a lot of whiteout blotches, but a lot of people don't even do that. I feel like it's something that leads to people simplifying the style, and I understand simplifying the style. It's something that I feel like maybe I should get into doing more of. But I feel like, the more you draw a woman, the more you realize that less is more. And when you draw some of your other stuff, sometimes less is more as well. And I've seen a lot of artists that use less detailing but more I don't know if composition is the right word, but more items on the page, but they're all simplified, and it leads to detail when it's like a grand scenery or scope of things, and there's just a lot of things in the actual frame and a lot of things in the actual scene versus detailed items that are maybe just a few. It leads to, I feel like, a better composition and better look overall. And it's something I'm constantly working on. Art is one of those journeys. A lot of people feel like, they do something really well, and then they do that a million times, and then they feel like, well, I'm done with art. I feel like, for my own personal situation, that it's one of those things that goes on forever. Like, I started doing some music, and I feel like the music goes on forever. I started doing art. I feel like art goes on forever. It's one of those things that you can always get better. And it just takes some time. It takes time, and it takes effort, and there's just a lot to it. There's just a lot to it. And coming in and making sure everything is clean and making sure everything is perfectly spaced and, stuff like that. Sometimes that is not necessary. And sometimes not worrying about or sweating the small stuff leads to a different style altogether, which I've heard a lot of people like the non-preciseness, because some people that move into preciseness will also get close to what people are negatively calling like an AI look, and then like computers are duplicating something that is oversaturated on the internet, like a look of women and real and drawn. I mean, it's a little bit of an oversaturation on the internet. So I try to keep my style a little jovial and cartoony, and it's unique to what I have to do, and it makes it so there is a distinct difference between what I do and what others or maybe a computer would do, and it leads to, I feel like, what do they call, a breaking the frame or breaking the line, to where there's like exaggeration and like stuff that wouldn't happen in real life, but that winds up happening in your art, and it leads to an exaggeration that makes people stop and think. There's a lot of that exaggeration when it comes to Spider-Man imagery. It's just like, wow, look at the unproportional, abstract way that Spider-Man is being contorted. It's like a normal human being wouldn't be able to withstand that sort of thing. So yeah, I sort of go in and do that sort of thing, where I know a lot of people don't ink their pencils, and they get somebody else to do like computer inks. I don't know how prominent that would be for me to not ink my pencils. I feel like it would just be necessary to do pencils and inking. And I know even back in the day, there used to be some sort of format of laying down foil and like textures that were like cut out with X-Acto knife onto books, and that's essentially what I'm trying to do here is lay out textures and give a little bit of shading and a little bit of contrast, but kind of give it a old timey sort of newspapery feel. And yeah, I'm just sort of playing with the lines and having some fun with it. So let me know in the comments if you have any questions, any concerns. I'm going to try to put out graphite grinds a bit more regularly. It seems like people are interested in what I have to do graphically. I don't spend a lot of time drawing as much as, you know, maybe I should. When it comes to drawing, I feel like, at least with me, at least in my perspective, I feel like I should reach a certain look and then sort of back off and then see if I need to go any further with it. It just makes it a bit more discerning. You know, I have a discerning taste, so I just don't want to go too far and mess it up, which is another reason why I use computer, because I can always back up and be like, oh, okay, it went too far, let me go back to this and try to start over. But most of the time you do that by hand. It takes a lot of effort in order to go backwards and make stuff not look as rough. You want it to look smooth, you want it to look sharp with the lines. So I know a lot of people, you know, sometimes do it by hand, sometimes don't. But I always start off with by hand. I've tried it with a computer look before and it's okay, but my stuff just looks better with, you know, trying to do a little bit of pencil. So yeah, that's all I gotta say for this instance of Graphite Grind. But I will be back next time. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to be doing, but I have some ideas, so it might be a few things. All right, take it easy.